say the focus is the same as always been. The tougher teams gonna always win, and the more focused teams gonna always win. The more hungry teams are always gonna win. And I feel like that happened before the game. It was the reason why we lost. We wasn't a tougher team. Wasn't the most exciting team to play. And I mean, we kind of got away with not doing that at Vanderbilt. But to be Alabama, we're gonna have to be the tougher team.
And then Henry.
Bruce said that he keeps saying that we haven't seen the best out of you yet, but 9 of 10 from the field is probably pretty tough to beat. What kind of got into you on Tuesday, and just how much did you enjoy kind of getting on that roll?
I mean, nothing got into me. Honestly, I just feel like I don't know. I was just out there playing like I always do. My teammates finding me, giving me the ball in the right spots, and shots were just falling. So I don't think anything really got into me. I just work hard and I trust the work. Trusting God that He put me in the right place at the right time. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully I can top 9 out of 10. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I mean, hopefully at Bama I can top it.
Henry.
Chaney, what have you seen from Alabama's offense that makes them so difficult to guard?
3 balls. I say there are 3 guards or 4 guards. Can shoot the 3 ball real well, and they can get downhill real well. So, I mean, just like how Denver was saying, containing them is going to be key to win the game. I mean, you got Mark Sears was preseason conference player of the year. He's having a great year. Aiden's having a great year. All the guards having a solid year. So, I'm just keying in on them. And, I mean, our guards guard. So, they're going to have to bring that A game.
B-Matt and then Julian.
Chaney, what does it mean to you to play such a historic 1-2 type matchup?
Like Denver was saying, it's a blessing, man. Like 1 versus 2. I wish we're gonna play them in Neville, but I mean 1 versus 2, like, I mean, it's gonna be a big game. And also being able to play in Coleman. Last year it was hostile. I know this year it's probably gonna be sold out. Crowds gonna be going crazy, so it's gonna be big for us to get it knocked down. I think we're capable of doing that.
Kind of going off that question, Alabaster guy, Thompson guy, what does it mean to be in this matchup? Did you ever envision that you'd be in a 1-2 Alabama-Auburn matchup?
No, not in the slightest. I always believed that I was talented enough to play basketball, but I just honestly went with the flow and just continued my work, and it paid off eventually. But not my wildest imagination would I ever think I'd be playing 1 versus 2 against Alabama. So.
Johnny.
You got a guy in Modi and Bate that's not afraid to mix it up down low. Kind of look at you in a lot of ways as kind of Auburn's version of him. From a physicality standpoint, are you preparing yourself for what he and some of his teammates could do Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, you got him, you got Big Cliff, and you got Grant. Alabama has a great front court as well as their back court. So, I mean, just like I was saying before, you just got to bring your A game. Got to be the toughest team. Got to be the more hungry team if you want to beat a good team like Alabama. So, yeah, just trying to do what I always do besides foul. And just make sure I'm locked in and focused.
You guys started Semo the other night, and he had a couple buckets early, and played really well on defense. He's been playing really well a lot recently. What does he give y'all, especially when he has to come in for some of those big moments like that early in the game?
Semo is a glue guy. He's gonna give you whatever you need whenever you need it, and I feel like he does the dirty work. He's gonna crash the glass hard, might grab a couple O boards, gonna crash the glass hard on defensive end, get a couple D boards, get a couple putbacks. He wide open, he'll make a 3. Like, he just do everything when the team needs it. So with Semo on the court, you're gonna have a tough guy that you love playing with, hate playing against though.
Chaney, I've heard you point out a couple times this year that basketball is a game of runs, and assuming if Alabama gets one of those, a big run, what's the key in withstanding that and being able to get back up off the mat?
I'll just say, just staying positive, staying in the moment, and just playing Auburn basketball. It's a game of runs, and I feel like we're a great defensive team. So, I mean, as long as they go on a run and we get some stops and go on the other end and get some buckets, then we'll handle our business.
Any more questions for Chaney? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Shane.
Appreciate y'all.